What's up, everybody? MrSmith here with Zephix TV, and today I'm going to be teaching you about a little feature in this game called data nodes. And the main thing I'm going to be teaching you about is fusion. You have your node list, which is basically all of them that you have, and then you have your sockets, which is where you put them in there. So you have a degraded 3% GP boost, which is a rare one. Then you have your fusion. You notice first off, you have to pay 5 GP for them to fuse it all. You can pay 10%, you get an increased success chance of 5%, which is just garbage. Regardless of what the percent chance is, it does not always work out how it says. You'll fuse and it'll be unsuccessful more times than it's not. That's just how it works. I don't know why, it's just how it works. I'm guessing that some of these other higher options might give you a bit more, the 10% chance for Zen, this and this. But we're just going to stick with the 5% for GP. So you want to do is if you're starting out and all you have is these, you're just going to start out here. And the ones here, you want to start out and you want to, if it's all possible, you want to make sure they're the same. So you failed that one. So here's where it gets a little tricky. This EMP and this was the primary socket. Well, let me go back here. That way I can come back up, because this is going to be kind of important. This is the primary slot and this is a secondary slot. If they're both ones, it doesn't really matter which one goes into which, because they can pick both of them to fuse. So, okay, let's just see which one it does. It crashed that one. That one's not going to work. Electro ammo damage. I have 7 of these, so hopefully. Lost another one. And this is supposed to be 55%. Look at this. Oh, this one crashed. I want to get a different one. Explosive ammo. Okay. Let's see. See, this was a secondary slot one, but this one still became a level 2. That's because the first, if they're both the same number, like the 1 and 1s, and this applies to the 1 and 1s, if you have a 1 and 1 in there, if you have a 2 and 2 in there, if you have a 3 and 3, a 4 and 4, a 5 and 5. If you have a green 1 and 1, it's the same way. If you have 2 of the same exact ones, the same numbers here, and the same color, if they're the same number and the same color, it can pick any one of them. So what you really want to do if you have 2 of the same ones is you want to try to get both of these in here. If you want to keep these and get them to level 2, you want to try to have 2 of them. That way when you fuse them, you're always going to get a number 2 of that one. See, it's always going to be that because they're exactly the same. But if you pick on your primary slot, if you have a 2 one here, say I want this GP boost to become a 3, these 2 GP boosts to become a 3. So what you'll do is you'll pick that one and put it in your primary slot, and then you'll pick whatever one under it. So I have this 1 here. So it's going to be a 45% chance now, but see, it failed and it succeeded. It's always going to make the primary slot one the one that it goes into. Every time. It'll always be that one when it succeeds. It'll always make the higher number one a 3. Well, yeah, it'll always make the higher number one a 3, because if you're using the 2 ones. If you're using a 3 one, this XP boost one here, which is kind of useless to me, and if you use this HRV cooldown, it's still at 45%, and it's going to make this one a 3. Let's see, if you try to get it 2, let's see if I have any 4s. I don't have any 4s. Damn. Let's try to make this one a 4. Okay. So now we have a 4. Okay, we got this 4. And your chance went down to 25%. 20 plus 5 with the 5 GP that you have to spend on it. So, it still worked. So now you have a 5. Let's try to make another 4 here. See. It failed. See, it just crashed that one. We'll just use these GP boosts because they're not really important to me anymore. I don't really need GP for much anything. Okay, normal ammo resistance 4. And they can get so far down that, say this one here, and since this is a different color, then it's still always going to pick this one. But I don't have any chance at all for this to fuse. But if I pick a 2 from here, see, now I have a 15%, and it worked. See, now this is a 2 explosive explosive ammo resistance. You know, and then this 2 here now have a 0% chance to fuse that one. So we need at least a 3 GP boost. You need at least a 3 to make it a 15%, and it's probably going to fail most of the time because it's 15%. So you at least want to try to fuse these on the 5s. The 5s or the 4s that you have here. So now this is a 25% still. But, you know, if you have some useless ones here, like this stun recovery, which it might be useful to some people, it's not really useful to me. So it went up to 45% again, and it worked. And I made that one a 3. And it pretty much works this way the whole way. If you want to make sure that you get the one you want, and this one right here, it's a 15% chance, but, you know, it did that one that time. But if they're that far apart, like a 2, you know, if you put the wrong one in the top, like say if you put this one on the bottom, this one on the top, it can pick either one of them or crash either one of them. It doesn't matter. It's the same way of doing 2 of the same exact ones. So if you have one that you make sure you want to keep, you want to try to get 2 of the same exact ones first of all, like this HRV duration here. Because unless it crashes all of them, you're going to have a 2 of it. And then you want to take that 2 HRV duration, and then you want to combine it with one of them that's lower than it. Say like this incendiary ammo damage. That way, it's going to be less of a percent of it working, but you're always going to keep that one. Like, even if it fails, like, no matter if it fails or not, like, you know, if I do this one with it, wow, I'm not going to get any to fail at my, let's get a 3 up here and a 1. Make some of these fail. But, see, it's always going to crash that one if it fails, every time. You know, if it works, but it's always going to crash that one. So if you just want to get rid of your data nodes, which I don't know why you would anymore since you have to buy them now. So you used to get these at the end of every game, but now, I think this is the first time I bought any of these. But now you have to buy them from here. You have to buy the chance packs, you know. A pack that contains all of them. Yay! I'm just going to buy it for Zen because I have, you know, this extra quarter that I can waste because I did it for surveys. You know, I got this. It can be any of them for any amount of duration or anything. Basically, you know, you can fuse your nodes that way. But yeah, I hope this helped you guys out. If you had any questions about it, I know it can be kind of confusing. And then you just socket them in here. Like, say this one's messed up, you just pick the one you want to go in that slot. And you can't have like 2 XP boost or 2 GP boost or 2 health recovery speeds or, you know, stuff like that. It has to be like one of, they all have to be different. You can't have like 5 XP boosts up here is what I'm trying to say. But I hope this helped you guys out. If you have any questions, just comment me or come check out my channel. That'll be lovely. Let's probably go up on both of them because I get asked this question a crap ton of game. So I hope you guys learned something here. And peace out, everybody.